Definitely. I would like to share with you an experience I had with the rivers of sun. It's been a few weeks ago, but it was a very profound experience and one that has stayed with me until now. It started with me going through that particular session of the Green Suns, remember now, the rivers of sun, and really focusing on the practice of the 5 breaths exercises that Green Sun explained, with focusing on the geotrinities of Akeda, Akeba, Akeva, Akera, and Akoka. And I did so for a number of days in a row, for quite consistently, and just really focusing on the geotrinity and on the feeling that would invoke in each quadrant. And it was kind of it's just nothing much seemed to happen, and it was like these geotrinities there would lose their shape and would be completely out of shape and not really there and unfocused and falling apart, and but I kept practicing and then one day I was looking outside in our beautiful surroundings. As you can see, it's just all wonderful and green here, and so I was looking outside, remembering the exercise and breathing in the Akeda on the right quadrant. And as I did, all of a sudden there was this golden pyramid. There was the geotrinity very strongly, a perfect triangle with a point in that formed the pyramid, the triangular pyramid, and it was just there very strongly, the Akeda, and the feeling that washed over me with that geotrinity kind of standing in my first quadrant. That was quite amazing. But what happened then, as I went to the Akeba, the same happened, and in a very rapid succession, all these geotrinities, they just were there as glowing pyramids. I can't describe it any other way. They were very strong, but the most interesting thing was that it felt like it enveloped my whole head chakra with a feeling of utter serenity and peacefulness, and there was just no space for any thoughts to come in. So that on its own was pretty interesting, because from that moment on, those 4 geotrinities, I can invoke them very easily now, and they're just there, and the feeling that comes with that is just there. So for me, that exercise, of course, that's just one of all the amazing ascension exercises we are being taught. But that helped me very much to keep my focus on these exercises as much as I possibly can. Because also what happened after that, I was at the dinner table, I was telling the Patasangha about my experience. And at that moment, all those geotrinities, there were new geotrinities unfolding from within those, and I could kind of understand how the rivers of sun work on a geometrical level, at least, because I could kind of see that unfolding, and yeah, it's very hard to describe, because it was more like a feeling, but it was also very, very like a visual movie that was like a, you know, you have these digital animations, like it looked almost like that. It was very colorful, and it kept flowing, and but also unfolded from there was that when I looked at anything that supposedly is outside of me, I started to understand how everything is connected, and how everything could easily be something different. It doesn't necessarily have to be, well, a tree doesn't have to be a tree just because we define it as such. And in that moment, it was just like I understood a whole lot of things from that one exercise that I've kept practicing for quite a consistent time. And but as I said earlier, the good thing is it just, all those visuals I've been given, I can very easily see them again, and it's all there. The feeling is there again, and so I can only encourage anyone to practice all of these exercises we are given as much as you possibly can. I mean, I know for myself there is much room for improvement, but I just wanted to share with you how profound the profound effects of just this one exercise can have, and expands if you keep your focus on that. So I hope that gives you something to ponder and to practice as well. Takaya for listening. Sanaki.
Sanake, this is the Amber-san, and this is my first Ascension Journal on the portal for our Ascension Journals on Imzaia World, and I'm very excited to be connecting with you. I have not done this before, ever, so it's pretty new experience for me. I am very good at writing, and I usually express myself that way, but what I really want to do is speak from the heart and just say that I love you. I'm so happy that you're here. It's going to be an amazing journey together for me since the day I went to a seminar with Tapakoyen-san, and then not too long after, setting a gravity point to mark my choice for Ascension in Tintagel, UK, many years ago, with Tapakoyen-san and the Padasanka Barak Solar-san. I have never looked back. There have been some fits and starts and bumps and all kinds of things along the way, as is with most students starting out, because this is a very big change. You would not be here if you did not know that. And it's the most amazing change ever to go through, to let go of everything that is not true and become the whole truth of who you are. And not only that, but to do that and in service to others and the whole, which really floats my boat. I think most of us, if we were here at some level, have had that calling inside for a very long time. Maybe not for everybody, but that we really, really know inside, even if it needs a little bit of support and guidance to actually step on this path. But there is that calling, and once you have that, then it's time to go. So I want to welcome everyone here, and I want to tell you how incredibly honored I am, and how incredible this journey is in the study of the Pa, and to be here studying with Tapakoyen-san and the Ascended Life with the Padasanka, and also the other students. We have lovely grounds here on our Ascension Training Center in Zealand, and I cannot imagine any other way to be. One of the things I've been pondering, three things actually that kind of came to my mind recently as I was pondering this, is one time Paula Cezanne shared with me that uplifting positivity and joy will get you far on your ascension path. And I typically am that, but then there are times when I'm not. And that's personality and ego and mind. So I'm going to keep that in my awareness as I continue to do these Ascension journals. And then the other one is to basically, to Paula Cezanne again, has told us that the only mistake that an Ascension student makes is a lack of continuity and consistency. So what we're trained to do, both in letting go of ego, mind, and personality, and stepping into the truth of who we are through the study of the Pa and all the wonderful videos and lessons and sharing on social media and all of that by Tepa Kuan San and Ascended Life, and practicing that, putting that into practice and making it real. We do need to be consistent and continuous about that. So my promise and commitment to everyone is to focus on that, to up the ante, so to speak, a little bit, or not even a little bit, but to make that my reality so that I can be of the best service to you and to others that I possibly can be. I'm honored. I cannot imagine anything else other than this incredible, amazing journey, and I love you. Thank you, Sanake.
Sanaki, I would like to start with expressing my gratitude for this opportunity to share my journey of ascension with all of you, my fellow students. I think this is a great opportunity for all of us to remember truth, Ra, in every moment, and that all of this is always accessible for all of us. My biggest focus at the moment is that we are one, that life force is running through us, making our hearts beat, connecting us to our environment at all times, basically connects us to all that is. I've noticed that I still have parts, expressions of myself that have been tucked away deeply in mental energy, parts that have felt separate, that were not able yet to understand that being separate from the whole is something that is actually not even possible. Consciousness is always one, and that is the only way that reality, which then also means all beings in it, even have the opportunity to exist. So that being the case, then this idea of separation basically is just an idea, which we are able to override when we apply the right focus with consistency and continuity. Sorry. Which will then restore our energies again in the way that they were meant in their original state. What helps me a lot is a sentence in one of the teachings from the Palau Tse-san, pan-causal thinking, to be precise, which says, there is no world and there is no you. Experience a world. This helps me to go beyond the mental expression and experiences, and it takes me back every time to my point of origin, the heart, which gives me again the opportunity to experience the truth instead of getting stuck in any kind of mental construct. It really is a space that we have available to us at every moment and can access at all time, just by making the choice to, instead of being here, just being here again, because that also is the place anyway where everything is already pouring out of anyhow. yeah, I think I will keep it short for this first upload, but I still want to share that I'm really looking forward to see way more posts here from my fellow students, so that will enable us to take this journey together, to really remember the way of the heart and the truth of what is real. Okay.
Honolea I Imzaia to all. It's so lovely to connect to you in this way. I would therefore like to start with expressing my gratitude for this space that has been created, and a place where we can come together intimately, where we can share our heart, where we can share what matters to us and what we are focusing on. And I'm sure that everyone's perspective will help, and that we can assist each other, and that we can grow together. I would like to start with sharing the exercise I like to work with the most. That is the rivers of sun, and then especially in combination with the sentences that Pagoyensan recently shared on Facebook. It's actually funny how that works sometimes, because these sentences had such an impact on me, while if I then listen back to the teachings, then they actually were already in there too. But the sentences, as they were worded in the Facebook post, are really helpful for me. So that's Akeda, this is the only moment. Akeba, the inside and the outside are the same. Akeva, all beings are one. Akera, every point in reality is the same and unique. And then Nagoka. If you just look at all of those sentences on their own and combined, that of course helps tremendously with the Ascension perspective to keep that where it needs to be. And I have to say that especially also the sentence that goes with Akeda, this is the only moment, and then if I connect that to the quote that Yeshua-san recently spoke about in the Imzaia stream, may you always remember to begin again, that actually has been a favorite of mine ever since it came out for the first time, because it just really helps me to jump out of the after effect sometimes of, let's say, if I've dropped out of the heart space into Savok, personality tends to stick to with emotions around that, and this sentence really then helps me to lift myself out of that and just go back to the heart space. And recently, also because of all of the sessions that have been re-uploaded, like the Mastering the Grand Illusion series and the Whole Meaning of Life seminar, and now the first pieces of Solaris, a lot in there, of course, is also about unification, being one with all that is. And that's something that, like, only recently I was really looking at how can I ensure more consistency, more continuity. And I believe that the focus on that, constantly being aware of the fact that I am one with everything that is around me, and making the infinity sign and just thinking about it as often as I can, is going to assist me to anchor what I would call the Ascension perspective within me stronger. So that's what I'm really doing at the moment. And I look forward to giving you an update about how it's going soon. And I look forward to your entries as well, and to communicating, and to making this place really a place of compassion, of growth together. Much love. Ohami. Dakaya.
Halleluja I Imzaia. I am the Grayson, and I want to share this video so that we can connect with each other and share our Ascension journals, learn from it, discuss it. Making this video made me very nervous. It's the first time I'm doing this, so a little thought came up. How I'm gonna do this, how I'm gonna do that. So it took me a while to overcome that, but that's the whole journey. When a thought comes in, don't identify with it, and just choose love, joy and freedom in that moment and overcome that thought. It's all based on ego, mind, personality construct. So that's why I'm now so proud to make this video. And actually, I like it. So it's a really good tool to connect with all of you. And I'm really looking forward to see how you deal with all daily situations. So yes, looking forward to all of you. Takaya. See you soon. Sanake, making another video on the topic how I felt after the first video. A lot of doubt, a lot of insecurity. So how did I change it? Actually, very simple with the 6 simplicities. Be here now. It's the only moment. It's the only now moment. Exchange can only come from the heart space. I know this personality doesn't like this. That's why I eager to go for it. Because Ascension is real, and I wanna make it happen for everyone on this planet, that everyone can feel the love and the joy and the freedom, and also understand how it entails. You create your own reality, it's true. I can go and stay into that fear and into that security, but that's not what we learn. You really have to see the inverted geometry and then change it from the heart, turn it around. So yes, it's quite a journey, but I love it. Why? Because I don't want to be in a mental space or in the ego mind personality. I want to overcome everything. I want to feel the love and be loved. That's the only truth. Love is the truth. So yes, I'm really glad I did it, and I'm really glad that we all can share our experiences together. So yes, Takaya.
Halleluja I Imzaia. I'm just quickly popping in to share my excitement and my joy about what's happening inside me after listening to yesterday's Imzaia stream by Cassandra's beautiful Return to Innocence. Of course, it was very much about the unification I spoke of in my previous video, but also at some point he spoke about where we would return when we would ascend, and that we would realize that everything from that moment forward was like loops of time created. And of course we've always heard that what we have stored as our past wasn't real, but it's like yesterday it hit and I understood. Yeah, that's it. I understood it. Until then, it has been a theory, and yesterday I could really sense that that is the case. So much that later, when I was in my room on my own, I was just laughing out loud, like, yeah, almost the craziness of believing all of these things, all of these lies. So yeah, I just quickly wanted to share that with you. And then furthermore, in that same video, at some point, the Eyakasanda speaks about those that have made the choices and now have all this free time on their hand. And I sit next to him and I say, wow, you know, I make a remark about not having that much free time, and that's like still a feeling I often have, like that it's busy and that there's not enough time to do all the things I want to do. And then if I put that with what was shared in yesterday's sessions, then that's got to go out of the window too. So yeah, you know, I'm just really excited about it all, and I just wanted to quickly share this with you. I hope that you all have a beautiful, beloved day, and I see you soon.
Sanake, I just wanted to take this moment to express my gratitude to you, Udabakri-san, for creating these live streams every single evening. They have become invaluable to me, and I'm sure to everybody, to all my fellow students here. And if they're invaluable to us, I can only imagine what they must mean for all of you out there who are not in daily contact with other students or with ascended life in a way that we are. So for me, these are, I can see these moments where we do come together as students also here, because during the day we all have our different tasks, and it's not always possible really to connect together all together in this way. So to have that moment in the evening where we know this is our moment, where we connect together, where we listen to a teaching, where we have these really metaphysical moments, although of course nothing in our life is not connected to our ascension path, but it is a focus point for us that really is of great importance. So I just wanted to really say a big takaya to you, Udabakri-san, for taking the effort to put these videos together, to make sure they're online every single evening, for our students to have that moment of shared connection, shared contact in a very metaphysical way. Takaya. Sanake.
Sanake. Just a little moment to share my gratitude towards Ascended Life and all the students on the bar. I feel a lot of love and joy in this moment. Love, because that's the being who we are. If we be here now and see that every moment is a new moment, you feel the love all around you. You are love. And joy, ba, it brings me stillness. It's a lot of just peaceful stillness from the inside. I love being on the spa. I wish you all a very wonderful day, and hope very soon to connect with you all, because after all, that's all what matters. Connection, become a unity. Takaya.
Honole I Imzaia. This is the Amsterdam, and I'm here with my second Ascension Journal. I am thrilled and honored to connect with you. This is new to do journals this way through video for all of us here, and especially I have never done this. I don't think I've been on camera except for maybe once. Anyway, it's just a great experience, and I am feeling that this is just going to really take off, and I'm honored to be able to connect with people all over the world on our ascension journey, sharing what we're learning, maybe what we're having a little difficulty with, and we can help each other out, and all of those things. Awesome stories, anything goes. And we make ascension real together, and that's exciting. So what I wanted to share was, having done that, which was like a big breakthrough for me to do that in the first place, and the feelings were incredible. Afterwards was very interesting to observe, where, for instance, the next day or two, Deepak Yinsan had posted all kinds of quotes and things on social media, and you know, those of us who have been plugged into social media every day, we're focusing on all of those and responding. But in those 2 days after I made the video, everything that she posted seemed to pour out of me, and I poured out of my heart. So coming from the inside out, instead of, you know, seeing something on a computer screen, which then would have a response. So that's pretty exciting, and I just wanted to share that. It made me also think, the 2 days, there were some ups and downs, a little bit, trigger here or there, but for the most part, it was pretty positive. A change for me, and the change that I wanted to make. So I thank you for that. But I want to read 2 quotes today, because one of the things that Deepak shared was this, and it really had a big impact. When starting from a place of love, consciousness exists in all points of awareness within this hologram, and all energy and matter in it. Start with love. How simple is that? That's really the simplicity of everything. All is love. Love is all. Start with love. We don't have to make a big deal of things. We have ego, mind, and personality operating, but if we go to the heart space, start there. If we're not in the heart space, we can unpack what's going on, and we can easily get back in. It's simple. It's the ego, mind, and personality that makes it a big deal, and that thinks it's difficult, and it's not at all. So I just wanted to share that with you, because that's going to be on my mirror, basically. Scotch tape to my mirror, and actually, I was going to say burned, but not burned, but embedded in my heart and everything that I do going forward. I love these videos because I get to make commitments to myself by making them to you. The other thing that I wanted to share was a quote from the Cosmic 12 that has been around for a while in the study of vibration, and it really always had an impact on me. But when feeling how good it felt after doing the first video, and where I think we'll be headed with this and what's possible, and it really does, for all of us, have to do to commitment. So if we're here studying Ascension, whether we're here on these beautiful Ascension Training Center grounds, as you can see by the tree behind me, or somewhere around the world online studying, we're here together, and all we need to do is remember this quote, and it just really just, when I thought that if I looked it up, because I said, I think this, I don't remember exactly the words, but I think this has something to do with how incredible I feel, so I want to share it with you for that reason, okay? All you need to achieve resolution with regards to anything is your own belief in its resolvability, indeed, the creative power of your decisiveness, the unwavering power of consciousness, and in the end, simply knowing it is so. That is an incredible quote, and I'll say it just one more time, and you can find it in the website, under quotes in Study of Vibration. All you need to achieve resolution with regards to anything is your own belief in its resolvability, indeed, the creative power of your decisiveness, the unwavering power of consciousness, and in the end, perhaps simply knowing it is so. So I wanted to leave you with that, to share that I'm honored and I love you, and I'm going to keep going, and I will continue to share. And I feel really good about everything, and I hope to talk to you soon again. Bye-bye.